A lot of people say that I look like a younger, even more handsome Brad Pitt. That is up for debate, but you know what's not? The fact that when you have a 500 plus person roster, you are bound to have fighters that look like other people. So today I have collected the most uncanny UFC celebrity lookalikes, starting with Gregory Rodriguez. He looks like Barack Obama. My fellow Americans, I'm jacked. Deal with it. The resemblance becomes even greater if you take a look at a younger Gregory Rodriguez. Little bit of hair on him here. He looks a lot like a young, pre-drone bombing Obama. They say the presidency ages you, so does cage fighting. Everyone's favorite uncrustable aficionado, Movsar Evloev, bears a striking resemblance to Sky Does Minecraft. Movsar does give off kind of a Minecraft YouTuber vibe, doesn't he? And I'm not just talking about what he does in his free time. No, Movsar has a degree in computer programming. Minecraft would probably be right up his alley. Leave Movsar Evloev's Minecraft channel name in the comments. How about that? Here's my impression of Josh Emmett live at Red Rocks. You know what I heard the other day? They're gonna make me main event an Apex card. These fucking morons, right? What if we put a knockout puncher in the Apex? Bunch of morons. That was probably bad. That was probably very bad. Zabit Magomed Sharipov looks very much like the 16th president of the United States of America, Abraham Lincoln. The scruffy hair, the bulky chin strap, I mean, come on, guys. I don't trust him to govern for more than 15 minutes, but it would be an entertaining 15 minutes. Look at this picture of Juliana Pena and Mario Lopez standing next to each other. Really makes you think. When you put them right next to each other, they do have similar toothy grins. Mario's head seems a little bit more square, but the positioning of the features seems pretty close. My only weakness is powerful men. That's what she said. Steve Erceg does bear a striking resemblance to Steve Carell. He himself has acknowledged it. He made t-shirts of it. They do have completely opposite demeanors, though. Volkan Ozdemir looks a lot like professional wrestler Claudio Castagnoli, the Swiss athlete genes, man. They come in clutch. Not great for hair retention, but they have undeniably explosive properties. Okay, hear me out. Sean Brady looks like Eddie Alvarez. So first, you go and you grab a Brillo pad and you start scrubbing away. And I think eventually they begin to look pretty similar. Those Philadelphia genes are very strong. Eddie isn't quite old enough, but if you told me that he was Sean Brady's father, I'd probably believe you. Dustin Stoltzfus looks kind of similar to Tom Hardy. Maybe we're pushing it a little bit, but we're specifically looking at Tom Hardy with long hair and a beard, looking kind of grizzled. Brendan Allen's lookalike is on the roster. It is Macy Chiasson, especially since Brendan Allen started dyeing his hair blonde and styling it like a lesbian or an 8-year-old. Same thing. They also have a similar head shape, and their noses look alike. Rafael Fiziev kind of resembles Travis Fimmel, actor on Vikings, especially when they both shave their head. That's when it gets real uncanny. Are you kidding me right now? Stipe Miocic, Woody Harrelson, Dead Ringer, holy boy. Another Steve Erceg, Steve Carell scenario. Brandon Moreno has already dressed up as McLovin in the past. He has acknowledged it. Him in the full attire is still surreal, though. Armin Petrosian looks a little bit like Adam Driver. The hair throws you off the scent because Petrosian's is curly. Adam Driver's is very luscious, straight hair. But the features and some of the positioning lines up pretty well. One of the more well-known ones on the roster, Kevin Gastelum looks like Nasrat Haqparast, which is weird because usually people and fighters that look similar also usually have similar ethnic backgrounds. No, that's not the situation here. Kelvin is Mexican, Nasrat is an Afghan, opposite sides of the pond, but eventually with enough determination, you're bound to have two people that look alike. Alex Pereira looks a lot like John Bernthal from the Walking Dead series. They both have very big, bulky faces, if that makes any sense. That's kind of an easy pick, but there is a fighter on the current UFC roster that looks even more like Alex Pereira. Ranked women's strawweight, Luana Pinheiro. When I first saw her, I said she looked like Alex Pereira in a dress and heels. And she did she not? Like, come on, let's overlay him here. This is crazy. AJ Cunningham kind of looks like Ian Gary if he ate crayons as a child. Does that count? Manel Kape looks a bit like Kendrick Lamar, and they're the same height too, it's perfect. They're casting backup dancers for the Super Bowl and they have a height limit. Must be under 5'3" to audition. It's crazy, man. Another pretty well-known one, Anthony Smith, looks like Bogdan Guskov. If you give Anthony Smith some Nair and some Brillo pads, you basically have Guskov. They have taken pictures together as well, so at least they are self-aware. Elise Reed looks like friend of Dana White, Mark Zuckerberg. It appears that even though we have a lizard person on the roster, it doesn't make her any better. She doesn't get lizard-like abilities, she doesn't get to grow back limbs, no camouflage, no speed, none of it. Sean Strickland looks like Walter White. Nina, we need to cook. And we're looking at a very specific Walter White in transition between early Walt and Heisenberg, where he shaved his head but hadn't fully grown out the goatee yet. Like a 3-episode run in the first season, but you slap some accessories on him, and we get pretty close. Now we're going to double up with Strickland. I bet you didn't expect this because a young Sean Strickland looks like Walt Jr. That's insane. But for our final entry... what's that? We're tripling up on Breaking Bad? Sweet. Jason Perillo, not an MMA fighter, but a pretty high-level coach, looks a lot like Jesse Pinkman. That's all I have for today. Let me know if I missed any in the comments section below. Shout out to Shauna for becoming a vampiric enjoyer. You too can get your name read out at the ends of videos just like them. Like, comment, and subscribe for more MMA content. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't actually scrub down people with Brillo pads. It's not safe. And have a good time.